Hi everyone, and welcome to today's events as part of National Apprenticeship Week. My name's Andy Moss and I'm the Managing Director of the Corporate Learning Division here at City and Guilds Group, and delighted to be part of this week's events. I'd argue actually that apprenticeships obviously a really vital part of our skills agenda generally, but I'd argue never more so than now as we look to come through and respond to the impacts of COVID across our different areas. And really the compounding effects that coronavirus has had on what were already quite fundamental shifts in the nature of skills driven by those big forces like automation and AI and the like. And as I say, I think to me apprenticeships are such a vital part of the response to those forces and how we think about how we recover from them and build back from them. Because of what apprenticeships represent, they're a great opportunity for employers and learners alike to really gain the skills that they need, skills that ultimately lead to meaningful work and have the benefit, that great benefit of being attached to and come with a job at the end. As I say, never a more important time, and here at the division that I run, we spend a lot of time working with employers both here in the UK and around the world in helping them to think about their learning strategies and how they take learning more directly online. And I'm very aware, therefore, through the conversations I have, how tough the impacts of COVID have been, how deeply many employers the issues are that many employers are grappling with as they respond to the impacts of coronavirus. But as we do that, I do think that apprenticeships can play a really important part of our response collectively, both for employers and for learners, really helping to gain the skills that we need to respond. And as we look at that response, something that's been really exciting for me is the innovation that we've seen across employers, across learners, as we've looked to respond to the impact of coronavirus, the impact of lockdowns, ultimately look to move learning and assessment into different forms. So taking learning online, taking assessment online, or into blended forms that ultimately help us to respond more effectively. And that's something I'm really excited to see take hold in the system for the long term, actually, as we really think about our training programs over the coming years. So ultimately using technology to support great teaching, great assessment, great learning in more flexible, more adaptable ways that ultimately help to create more accessibility for learners and employers in terms of how and when you engage with learning in ways that you can fit around different and competing demands. So something that I'm really excited to be part of the conversation here today. So that's all from me. Thank you for listening. As I say, really excited to be here and to be part of this week's National Apprenticeship Week. Really hope you're enjoying the week and very much looking forward to continuing the conversation. Thank you for listening.